Hey there. My name is Ben, and I'm with Guilty Cause Massage. And today I'm taking just a few moments to just talk about something that I've had some clients ask me in the past and thought that I should share out there with you. So, everybody always says you should drink lots and lots of water. Hydration is really important. And they don't really tell you why hydration is important other than the fact that when you drink water, then that means you need to go pee, and then that takes waste products out of your body, etc. So, when I went through massage school and anatomy, I learned a lot more about why water is so important. Things that I wish that I had learned when I was a lot younger, because it probably would have saved me a lot of issues. Um, so basically, your body is composed mostly of water, aside from, the tissues there. And water goes in and out of the different tissues so that they can function and they can live. And it's not just blood, most of your blood is made up of, mostly all water as well. So water transports those nutrients and everything and those waste products in and out of your tissues so that you can continue to function like you're used to. When we don't get enough water, then that those waste products and those nutrients don't get to all the tissues properly. So especially when you get a good massage from somebody, especially like a deep tissue massage, it gets really, really deep into those tissues where it's basically squeezing the water out of them. And then as the pressure is released, it pulls water back into it. So if you're not really well hydrated, that whole process becomes really, really painful because you're squeezing very limited amounts of water out and pulling very limited amounts of water back in. Um, so that's one big reason for the hydration thing. The other part of it is that your bones and joints, while don't really think of them as being things that need water because they're solid, right? They actually need a considerable amount of water in order for them to move properly. So there's this, the joint capsule and stuff. Just take like in your wrist here. It's really, sometimes it gets really tight, and all these different little bits and pieces, all these little bones that are in the wrist line and everything in the hand, they all move and they allow you to do all sorts of wonderful things with your hands, grasping, clasping, shaking, doing all sorts of weird maneuvers and everything. Um, but that also all requires water for that to work as well. And the more water that you consume and that you're more well hydrated, the better that those joints will work. So for me personally, when I first moved to Colorado, I did not drink enough water as a whole. Moving to the altitude, everybody says you need to drink lots and lots and lots of water. And I was drinking so much water that I felt like half the time I was drinking water, and then the other half of the time I was spending it in the bathroom peeing it all out. So, but something that really changed for me that was really fascinating to me was that the aches and pains that I had from daily wear and tear started to disappear. So they just kind of they just stopped happening. Um, and I thought at first it was just because I was exercising more and so on, which exercising did help with that. Losing some weight helped with that too. But this was really unique because it was um, for the first time in my life, I was actually properly hydrating. Um, and I didn't have any of the pain I was normally having. Normally, I'd have lots and lots of low back pain because being a big guy, I carry all the weight in my stomach, and so I'm constantly bent over. And I have the weight from my stomach, which is putting pressure on the low back. Um, and then I also had knee issues as well. And as I started hydrating more and more on a regular basis, all of that started going away, along with the regular exercise and everything else too. Um, which is really kind of cool because it was like, hey, this is actually doing things for me. And then on top of that, my body was able to process stuff a lot better. So instead of being hungry all the time or whatever, I it cut down on my hunger cravings as well. So I didn't have to deal with. with trying to get water out of food basically is what was happening. Um, and my body was able to just process the ingredients and everything else from my meals and such a lot better because then the whole digestion process works a lot better. Things can flow in and out of the foods a lot easier. It gets broken down a lot easier, and then it starts working its way through the body a lot easier as well. So those are just a couple of really quick reasons why drinking water is really important for you. It can help with pain. It can help with daily stuff. And honestly, with those days that I don't drink enough water, those pains do come back. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know. And then, the other side of that equation, everybody's like, well, you need to drink at least 8 ounce glasses of water a day. Well, yes, that is an absolute bare minimum you should be drinking. For me, I drink um, anywhere between a third to half of my body weight in water in ounces. So I convert the pounds to ounces. So I currently weigh about 380. So half of that is going to be, don't make me do math, 140 roughly. 240, no. Anyway, so I drink a lot of water. I should have figured that out before I started all the video clip. Um, anyway, I drink a lot of water. I keep a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle with me all the time now. And I try to make sure that I'm refilling it at least 4 times in a day. So that's uh, 32, 64, uh, 96, 128. So, pretty close to a gallon at least as a minimum for me. What should I be drinking? I should be drinking about 2 gallons a day. Um, and I can tell when I do, and I can tell when I don't. And yeah, it does mean that you go to the bathroom a lot more frequently, but your body feels better. Your kidneys start processing, stuff a whole lot better. Um, your liver even can process things better. Your immune system can work a lot better because it's got fluid to help flow through it all. So these are just really scratching the surface as to why drinking water is really important. How much should you be drinking? Again, take your weight in pounds, convert that to ounces, split it in half, and there's a minimum of what you should be drinking on a daily basis. Um, and then see how you feel. Try it for a couple weeks, and I promise that, you know, your body will treat you differently. So, but again, just Ben here from Kilted Paws Massage, just giving a little tips and tricks, and wanted to share a little bit. I hope you all stay well, stay healthy. Don't forget to take care of your body, get plenty of water, get plenty of rest because it's really important. And we'll see you in another video. Bye.